you negotiating with terrorists? What's up, guys? Jeff here with Grit City Fitness and Performance. Really weird subject line, right? Are you negotiating with terrorists? This is a question that I want to ask you right up front and real specifically, because if you were in any sort of situation where you were someone that was talking to them or in control, would you negotiate with terrorists? Most likely not. You'd have a very strong and forceful stand. You'd say, no, I'm not going to do that. Or you'd be doing it with strategic leverage, meaning just like most negotiators, they have a plan and strategy to ensure that they get what they want, not the terrorists or the terrorism. Okay? Now, why did I use this subject? Because this subject is something that probably grabbed your attention. Now, why are we talking about negotiating with terrorists? Because I want you to change the way you think about something, and that's the way you negotiate yourself. Okay? Many of us are negotiating with ourselves, but we would never negotiate with terrorists. But the truth is, the negotiations we're having with ourselves are more detrimental than terrorists. Just stay with me here for a second. Because what you're negotiating is your outcome, your control, your results, and your life. Now, when you're negotiating with yourself and allowing yourself to negotiate shit that doesn't align with what you want, you're giving into your own terrorists. The terrorists that are trying to break you down, destroy what you're trying to accomplish, and take you back to where you came from. Whether that's gaining the 20 pounds that you've already lost, taking you back to your old environment, or just making you feel like old places were more comfortable than what's moving forward. The truth is, you should not be negotiating with yourself just like you wouldn't negotiate with terrorists. Because the negotiations that you're having are giving you negative outcomes that you don't want. So where in your life are you currently letting yourself negotiate with your own version of terrorist inside of yourself? Maybe it's your nutrition. You're saying, hey, okay, I'll negotiate with you and allow you to have this cheat meal. And then you realize, though, that you've negotiated with yourself 6 times this week, and you've had 6 cheat meals, which even if you were an ideal client who ate 5 meals a day over 7 days, that's 42 meals, which means that you've already cheated 10% if you were an ideal nutrition client, which means you're doing everything else right. You've already negotiated yourself to be 10% less if everything else was perfect. Now, the real question, though, is I'm saying if everything else was perfect, how many other places are you negotiating with your own self and, again, taking more and more out of the potential outcome you could have? You're negotiating with yourself because you don't feel that you have the confidence and the power to actually do what you can. But the truth is, you do. And you're the only one that has the power and control to negotiate with yourself. I can't do it for you. Another coach cannot do it for you. Your friends and your family and your kids cannot negotiate for you. The only time that you are out of control is when you give up the power and negotiate with your own terrorist. Otherwise, you are the negotiator, and you dictate the rules, the outcomes, and the thing that you want to accomplish. So if you're negotiating with yourself, consider it like terrorists. You're terrorizing your own future. You're terrorizing your own potential. Because you're terrorizing it, you're not going to be happy, and you're not going to be fulfilled, and you're not going to get what you want, because you're going against it at all points in time, because you're constantly negotiating with the internal terrorist that's trying to destroy what you want to accomplish. So the first question for you is, where in your life are you currently allowing yourself to negotiate with the negative terrorist of yourself? Where are you allowing that terrorist to win this negotiation? Okay. Step 2, or question 2, where are you currently negotiating but you realize that you actually have the power to take full control? So where are you currently allowing yourself to negotiate that you can take ownership and take control of it, redirect it, and make it non-negotiable? Third thing, I just used the term non-negotiable, so we're going to use this on our third thing. What are 1 or 2 areas that you are currently allowing negotiation that you can make a non-negotiable? For instance, my non-negotiable is that if I don't do my BJJ or I don't do some sort of physical activity, I must go train at the gym. I must. That's a non-negotiable. Another non-negotiable is every morning I must wake up and do a routine. That's non-negotiable. Okay, I used to allow myself to negotiate with myself. Oh, I'll do it later. I'll push it off till later. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. But the terrorist of myself always won that one until I turned it into a non-negotiable. So your 3 questions again are, currently, where are you currently allowing yourself to negotiate with your own internal terrorist? The person that's trying to destroy what you want to build, grow, and achieve. 2, where can you shift things that are currently being negotiated to being things that are negotiated and you control? So where are you able to take ownership? The 3rd question is simply this: where or what 1 to 2 things can you turn from currently negotiable to non-negotiable and enforce the rule and keep and hold the line?